We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
I'll never play soon after waking up.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
We'll knock this out. Messed around and got up a little earlier than I should have this morning and was wore out.
Now Stroud. That's complete to Dell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Bears defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now a give right side.
Man, I was trying to a little bit to the left right there.
To about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game
Big
plan.
fella.
When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
No tight end, though.
The Texans are 12-2 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And shedding through the tackle. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Dang it.
They're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
They
get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back
I
to
didn't think I got the first.
Runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, Hewitt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Good job, fullback, because
13-yard line.
He got beat early.
Good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the
Good
end
drive.
zone. Touchdown.
Good drive. I like it.
A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn.
Got a little stick with it, look like.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Real short. Oh,
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
oh shoot! Did I pick a play? My finger slipped off of R3 when I was setting my. Let's call it.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Bro, I was there. He threw it up.
DJ Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Dang it.
Leave him with a second and just a few
Dang it,
inches
dang it,
left.
dang it.
Here's Williams. That'll be caught by Rice. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain of 3, second down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Looking to throw is Williams. Well, that one caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Rice.
There you go. Don't knock him forward, though.
Just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys?
Still can't believe I didn't get that first play. That interception. That's annoying. Slightly out of position.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams.
Ooh, he missed it. He had to step on me.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
He's at the doggone door.
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now the first carry here for the running
There we
back.
go. There we go.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Good stuff, guys.
Incomplete.
Good stuff, guys.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Sanders is good.
Slant would have been open, but I saw the tight end. I thought he might be going to that double move with the tight end.
On their opening drives, now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield.
They had a good drive, though, for sure.
3 points. Game on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
I was hoping he wasn't blitzing.
Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. That is caught by
Just go down. Just go down.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Good tackle.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings
He
up
kind of
2nd and
overran it, so I thought I had him
That's a nice
on
job
the inside
there
cut.
defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
I didn't catch the blitz fast enough on that
3rd
one.
and 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
That was a little too slow forming right there, so switch it up.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Come on, man.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th.
Going in. Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Stroud working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Good job picking him up right there.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I knew I shouldn't have, but thought I had room.
And the Bears are going to get the football.
Thought I could get it down there, but that's Tank. Tank can't jump up and go get that. Wrong receiver to do that. Do that with there. Kind of stuff, the decisions I make whenever I'm just getting up.
At the line,
hey, let me try that.
Drive the Bears offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the
it was going short.
Think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff up the middle. Rice. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Wish they had a display that would tell you whenever you're
this 2nd and 4.
Off like that. The play that I decide to not be out there, he runs it.
Near the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Been waiting on that all game.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To the air, Williams. And this throw
Good hit. Good hit.
All over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw, Williams.
Good stuff, sir.
It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And
Yeah, the tight end wide open.
At the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the ball away.
Yeah, the tight end might have even scored on that one.
Right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense.
Trying to build up off of that block right there.
Right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs.
Thought he would disengage and then kick out on the cornerback, which he did. So I'm pleased with the coding right there, the way they did that one. But
get back to it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Stroud out of the gun here. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Stroud.
oh my God.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is
Jokers.
a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage.
Perfect play call. Perfect timing.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
I was tunnel vision. I saw a triangle wide open, but I saw him late.
Was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute.
Figured when I saw the safety 20 yards deep, 12 yards deep for that linebacker in shallow. Figured that would be the play right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Unless the corner was sitting, and he wasn't, so.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Ah, shoot. He's over there. Fellas. Don't let him throw nothing up like that. Make him pay. What the heck?
They sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gotta watch the screen here.
Throwing is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'm going nickel, didn't get out.
The Bears will use
Got
their
bumped.
3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, here's Williams. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked on by Justin Reed. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their
Shouldn't have
guys
jumped.
in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He had
That
a,
one drops down, incomplete.
he had a good angle there, too.
Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in.
Good stuff, Tank.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Good stuff, Tank. Good stuff.
Seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's say they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
I still don't like that kick. I thought I'd try it again
That'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter.
and try to go to an angle or something. It kicks it right to the dude to get a perfect running start. Really, if they just get a key block right there, it's curtains. Let's say short.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect
stuff.
2nd half to have a solid chance.
E-line been stepping up lately. I like it.
To put together a touchdown drive here, they need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams under pressure, and the Texans.
Big Will.
Will Anderson in there to drop it.
Boy, he beat the brakes off of that dude.
Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release.
Who got there?
Incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best
Ooh,
defenses.
Will.
Certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Ooh, get down, get down, get down, get down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Stroud. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Looking for a crease, can't find one.
I didn't like that wide. That wide setup there.
On the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Let me see what I got in all of them. It's come out really far.
Third and 5.
This actually might not be bad.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Can you get there? I saw him. I just thought I could get it over the top.
Here's another interception. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Thought I could float it. He threw it a little bit underneath.
But yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception.
Not as over the top as I wanted. That's one of them. Should have L1'd it, but I also should have threw it sooner though.
Quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll buy some time right.
Come on, Croft, you were there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now, why would Croft
his 4th touchdown on the year?
Stop running.
Take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Yeah, I thought so.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he will score. Touchdown,
really?
Chicago.
Fumbled.
Roma Dunze. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Oh, I see. It was a second man made on fumble.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Ooh,
and he'll
Jesus
take it
Christ.
up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take
Heck of a play by 57 right there.
Second down coming up.
Heck of a
The
play.
defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
In motion right, that's Dell. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the
Hate
middle.
that pinball
They'll
stuff.
take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Missed the
A
block.
good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy. They
Good
didn't let it
pursuit
pop
angle
or
right there,
anything
though.
bigger.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll try the left side. Hewitt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Nice little
From the
duo there.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the... Oh, he's hit. He lost it.
Wow.
Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets
Bruh.
free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The
Damn
next guy
tired,
comes
boss.
through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, I wasn't out of the tackle box.
No receiver in the area, though.
Come
That's going
on.
to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle.
I was just
and
trying to
then you
get
can
rid
go
of
ahead
it.
and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, shoot. That's not what I want to do.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
I didn't have all my audibles with my halfbacks. Trying to get them on a Texas route. I couldn't get them on one. Oh, shoot, my bad.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Up the middle they go. It's
Oh,
Rice.
shoot, I got caught up.
I'm
trying to chase down.
Across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And now they'll shift things around. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there.
He hit Bob.
Hang on, it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Williams.
Oh, come on. That's an interception.
Open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give me that.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Bullock is going after that, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits more.
Dang it. I was out there. It would have been mine. Chasing.
The time to pull out the stops is now,
That's
and
on
they
me.
convert there on 4th down. You
Knew I
cannot
should
write
have went to
these guys off
linebacker.
just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw, it's Williams.
I tried to.
And that is incomplete.
I seen him going right there. I tried to get there.
Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That'll be caught by Rice. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Ran out of
Good
him.
reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
I didn't even realize I was a screen.
And they'll be
Lineman
in
didn't
search
get out
of
there.
6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Williams going to look to throw again. That one caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, shoot. That's on me.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Williams going to throw for it.
Sting.
This is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it.
I just knew Sting was going to be able to get there.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Hewitt. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans
got caught there. He was not trying to do that.
As they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave
trying
a
to find
mark
just a simple.
They really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13, though, for the Texans.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hewitt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Inbound.
Opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Stroud looking to change the play. On 1st down, Hewitt. He pushes pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Oh, shoot.
Now the Bears going to call the first
Thank
of their
you.
timeouts.
I think I picked the play. That was not the play I wanted to run.
After this. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Was just going to run a draw, but
they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On the methodical drive, this is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Stroud working out of the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
I'm glad that blitzer didn't jump.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game.
I figured
away.
he'd be blitzing.
I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
All right, fellas. Go hunt. Should have checked the formation before I called this.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
I don't like this against that, but.
To the air, Williams.
Oh, shoot. Thank you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on first down.
Dang it. I wanted to, like, step out and then go right back into the middle.
To the 2-minute warning. Tackle made by Chase Young. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
God dang it. Keep getting on it, but missing.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On third down, Hewitt. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
That earlier. You better not. Boy, I'm about to say.
Able to put this one through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this out to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. And they're going to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Here's 2nd down.
And this one too low.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So this one in the win column for the Texans. And it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he got it on the victory.
So for Houston, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves into 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.